Welcome tubers, this is the video response to Muddieddesire's 50 sub contest. I just thought I'd show you some of my videos and my CD collection. I'll try to make this quick. First off, I'm Earl from Virginia and I'm an 80s music fanatic, and this is my system. It's pretty much outdated and old, but I don't think too many of you guys are going to have one of these still in your possession or have one in possession. It's an LP player. What's an LP? I'll show you that in a minute. Most of you guys are younger and only have CDs and iPods and all that good stuff, but back in the 80s we used to play everything on large LPs, and my system's a Denon, and my speakers currently are Kenwood. I don't know if that's going to show up or not. They're ancient too. I used to have Pioneers but blew the woofers up, so these are hand-me-downs to the family. Let's get to my videos first. Of course, my favorites: 28 Weeks Later, 28 Days Later. I'm a horror fanatic. If any of you guys are into horror movies, this is a must-have set. Rob Zombie. Pretty gruesome, but it's an awesome set of videos, to be honest with you. I'm also a great fan of the Dawn of the Dead. This one here is Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead. On VHS I have Dawn of the Dead and a bunch of other those, but the Day of the Dead series are just great. A couple other horror flicks I got: Hannibal, Hostel. That one's a little bit gruesome. It is good, pretty good movie though. Quarantine Time, Tarantino, I think, is the director. A little bit gruesome, but it's a pretty good movie. Of course, if you're a true horror fan, you got to have the Saw series. Just incredible, man. You can't beat the Saw movies. I got pretty much all of them except for the new one. They're just incredible. It really makes your mind spin. Then I'm also a good Western fan. HBO had a series. Of course, in their unwitting desires, they canceled the Deadwood series. It was just an awesome series on HBO. The budget was too costly, and the set money was involved was way too big and too costly, and I think they canceled it after season 2. But man, that was a good series. I wish it was still there. I'm also a good fanatic for war movies. One of my most recent purchases is Inglourious Basterds. Pretty good movie. It's pretty gruesome too. I'm a diehard for the Civil War. I got Gettysburg, Gods and Generals. Actually, this movie, part of it, about 15-second segment, was filmed right here in town. My wife was there the day. They filmed it down by the F&M Bank. It's when General Jackson and his wife were departing from Winchester, and he's getting ready to go on his down to Fredericksburg. It was about a 15-second scene. It took him 3 days to film it. I also got stuff like We Were Soldiers, Wind Talkers, very good movie. All-time great. Saving Private Ryan, Pearl Harbor. And if you're a Civil War fan at all, the Ken Burns series, The Civil War. I got this one on DVD. It's unopened, but when it came out on TV, I got it recorded on VHS as well. It was about 8 or 9 VHS tapes. And of course, another HBO series is just awesome. It's called A Band of Brothers. You got to have that one as well in your collection. Another Western, True Grit. That's a recent purchase. And on top of that, I'm a Boy Scout at heart. This is a good movie about Boy Scouts. It's an old one. It's called Follow Me Boys. It's with Fred McMurray, and actually probably one of the first movies Kurt Russell ever did. And also a fairly new release. It's called 759, Boy Scouts of Harlem. Pretty cool movie. Alright, I'm back. Just in case, a couple other favorites of mine, they're on VHS tape. One is Gone with the Wind, awesome movie. And of course, if you're into kind of blood and guts and past history, Braveheart, Mel Gibson, man, you can't beat that movie. That's just awesome. And last but not least, for the videos, if you got kids, there's a couple must-haves. Tim Burton's got an awesome series of movies out. The first one is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Just an awesome movie for an animation. He's got a follow-up movie called Coraline, and then of course the last one is called The Corpse's Bride. 3 great movies. If you're a kid or adult, either way they're great. And also, if you like Johnny Depp at all, Johnny Depp, another good movie. My daughter seems to love this one to death. It's called Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp in it, and it's fairly recent too. Alright, that's it for my videos. Let's take a look at a few of these old LPs. I'm not going to get into detail much. What I'm going to do is just grab a few out. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with LPs. This is a band called April Wine. They were really great back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Of course, one of my favorite bands of all time. Bachman Turner Overdrive, not fragile. This album here just simply rocks. It's a timeless piece. It's a really good one. Also got BTO, Best Of. I'm just going to flip through a couple of these. Old Boston album. Def Leppard for all you diehards, early heavy metal rock and roll. Def Leppard for sure was there in the beginnings. People like Henry Paul Band. Judas Priest for sure. Another good one. This is a killer album. It's called Little Feat Waiting for Columbus. If you like live albums and want some really good music, that is just another timeless piece. Waiting for Columbus by Little Feat. Just killer album. Some of my other stuff. Of course, you gotta have your Led Zeppelin. This is a CD set. I think it's a 4 CD set. Killer album. It's timeless as well. I got a bunch of Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, and a bunch of others from them. People like REO Speedwagon, Rush. This one's actually Styx. I don't know if any of you guys even remember that band. It's a band called Styx. They're pretty good. Of course, another timeless piece, Ted Nugent, Free For All. Awesome CD, awesome album. And for some of you dieharders, I don't know if a lot of you younger kids even remember this group. This is a band called Yes. This is a double live album too, if I remember right. It's a killer album as well. These are just a sampling of some of my albums. I got probably between those and those, probably about 300 some LPs still. All of them are playable. And then the last part, we'll come over here real quick. We'll pull up my iPod collection. And I'll show you a few of my artists I got there. Right now in the background is a band called Budgie. I hope this turns out. But I got some awesome groups. Some of this music's my son, like apocalyptic. That's my son's. I like Bad Company, Blue Oyster Cult for sure. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Just loaded today some Boston. Love old Boston, of course Bon Jovi. I said Blue Oyster Cult already. Another kick-ass butt band is Kicks. I think they were out of Hagerstown, Maryland originally, if I remember right. That's some killer music. They used to play a lot of bar band type music here locally. Of course, you got your Led Zeppelin. I got about everything they got ever had, somewhere either on CD or on LP. Linkin Park's got some really good stuff. I was telling you earlier about Little Feat, another band called LA Guns. They got some incredible stuff. Really good, more oldie type stuff. What else we got here? Of course, we got Nirvana, Offspring, Motley Crue. Anybody in the 80s got to have your Crue music. Nickelback's got some really good stuff out now. I've been listening to that some here lately. And of course, my all-time favorite, Metallica. Seen them in concert a couple times. You can't beat Metallica. You either love them or you hate them, but Metallica music just simply rocks. There's a band out of Canada called Montrose. Is this on the video? It's right here. Montrose is a three-man, I believe it's a three-man band out of Canada. Hard to find their stuff, but they're early 80s, late 70s. Really good music there as well. Timeless pieces like UFO. This one's a hard to find album. It's a double disc live album. It's called UFO Strangers in the Night. That's just a simply rock hard album. And I'm a U2 fan. I love a lot of YouTube. Not YouTube. U2. And my other favorite group, of course, the skin won't come off of this one. It's the only thing I don't like about iTunes. If they don't purchase the music or they don't have rights to music, you can't get an album cover off of it. That includes like people like AC/DC and stuff like that. But a band called Tool, just hard metal. 3 Days Grace, Rob Zombie, Scorpions, which is killer. Uploaded some Stevie Ray Vaughan, people like Silverchair, Shinedown. Got a little bit of everything. Let's just give you a heads up on what I got. I'm pretty much up in the music. Heck, I even got a country song here too. I got Mercy Me, single song there. Patsy Cline's in here somewhere. She's got, I don't like country a whole lot, but if you're going to have a country song, you got to have Patsy Cline. She actually lived locally here. They're just getting ready to open a museum of hers about 2 blocks away from my house. She grew up here in Winchester and the surrounding area, Winchester, Martinsburg area. And other than that, just kind of give you a heads up where I'm at. And thanks for the contest, Muddy. Pretty cool. Wish more people would send some videos in, video responses. You got a really great site. Love your stuff. And look forward to posting my vid. Have a great day, man. Bye.